All right, welcome back, everyone. My name is Mbagalo, and with me once again is...
Megalomaniac, hello?
Hello. So, last episode, we fought through the Room of Death, and now Drake is going to...
Kick a door open.
That's right, and... This building is not quite as structurally sound, so it's time to press X to not die.
Took me a minute there to wonder if he didn't die.
Yeah. Yeah, during the scene as well, there are guys that shoot at you, and I just run right off the ledge.
He wanted to die from the fall, not the bullets.
Yeah. Either that or it's just the, well, I mean, there are a lot of areas in the game where a fall will kill you even if it's sort of illogical, just because you've put yourself in an unwinnable state.
Yeah.
There are a lot of locations in the game that are like that.
Yeah, even right there, logically, I could see him, at least as far as movie logic goes, surviving the fall.
He would have survived that fall easily. Like, he would have just slid down that busted one. But yeah, just because it's because it would put you in an unwinnable state, they went, yeah, we'll just kill you.
Well, they should have put spikes down there.
Yeah. So, as I was mentioning in the last update, there is a really annoying room, and this is it.
We're going to be here for a while, aren't we?
Probably.
Wait, that's not one of Eddie's.
Probably not a whole lot of this video, but a good enough chunk of it.
Yeah, I think I can see where this would be a problem.
Yep. So the big thing about this... Oh, and here we got the first one of our upgraded weapons. So the M4 is basically just an upgraded AK. It's nothing too special about it. So yeah, the big thing about this room is that it's a pretty big room, and there's a lot of waves of enemies. And there's also a machine gun guy at the far end.
Yep. You can hear him.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I can see him.
Yeah, you can just see him just barely off to the side there. So I mean, where he starts, it's not really a threat. But as you move in the stage, he can be very annoying. So the big problem I had with doing this section was mainly that you start off with a pretty well defensible location, and there's it's very easy to just get the guys as they start coming to you, but the problem then is that you still have to fight your way through the machine gun. And as you get closer, it spawns a few more waves of enemies. So, yeah, it can get pretty tough.
Nice. Well, you got the machine gunner, it looks like.
Yeah. Given how well of a run this one is, you would be surprised that I end up dying. Oh yeah, there we go. So once you reach the other end, guys come up right behind you.
Yeah, for there a while there, I'm like, oh, is he gonna make it? But
yeah, once you reach the other end, then guys show up behind you. So this room is pretty annoying.
Oh boy.
think what ends up being the safest route is to kind of go along this side towards the front, because it basically limits pretty heavily where the enemies can come at you from, a lot more than just waiting here.
Yeah, I don't. It didn't look like the machine gunner could get you from that point either.
No, he definitely can't. Because the thing with this one is that, yeah, you're very well protected from basically everywhere that the enemies will come to you from, but there are also a lot of them that can get a beat on you when you pop out of cover. So you have to be really quick when you're aiming at an enemy if you're staying from here. But when you go up that right-hand side, you basically have two routes that enemies will come from, either directly, going back the way that you came from. And there I sort of got stuck on geometry as I tried to get into cover. So either the enemies will come from the direction you just came from, or they will be coming from directly in front. But otherwise, yeah, this room is a pain. I'm not quite sure what else there is to say about it.
Sit back and watch the death.
I don't remember how long this segment is. I probably should have looked it up before I started recording.
That's okay. It'll be a surprise for everybody involved.
That's right.
Yeah, looks like there the machine gunner was clipping your arms.
Yeah, or something. This might end up just being the most boring video.
We could start singing over it.
I don't think that'd be a good idea. Just saying. I don't think that'd be a good idea. And just think, I could have been playing on hard.
Oh, we've got much quicker then.
Yeah.
Between each death.
Yeah. This is... There is... I think this is probably in terms of difficulty, this is probably the hardest for a long time. There is definitely one at the end of the game which is pretty tough and really annoying. And when you see it, you'll see why. She's got a bunch of videos to look forward to before that, though.
Okay.
Thankfully.
Well, it's the end of the game. It's allowed to be hard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like really hard for very silly reasons.
Do you fight the main bad guy in a giant exoskeleton?
No, so it's not that silly. Besides that, that's just silly reasons, not hard for silly reasons.
Well, it's kind of hard to beat a giant exoskeleton.
I guess. Oh, another reason to go here is that you have a much better angle on the
machine gunner.
Machine gunner.
You seem to be doing okay this time.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't remember how many attempts I end up going for on this before I succeed.
I'll admit I am sitting here waiting for it to go wrong.
Of course.
Actually, here's a question. Does the M4 use the same ammo as the AK?
Nope. All weapons use unique ammo. Even when the weapon should theoretically be the same. Like, I think I mentioned that there's this gun, and then later on there is this gun, but more ammo. Yeah, even then, it uses its own ammo.
That's fairly dumb.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, I think I got it this time, but no, there's someone.
No.
I don't know where you are.
Let's say if you died there, it would have been one of those moments where you throw the controller at the wall.
Yeah. It was like, oh, why did I do something stupid? That's basically what I was doing. So here, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that time the enemy spawns was just like trickling in instead of just being this massive wave. So that's why it was a pain.
And they came in right behind you.
Yeah. And I just let them keep coming in behind me. Uncharted. It is actually still a really good game, even with all.
Oh
this.
yeah. Well, every game has at least, well, not every game, but a lot of games have one section that just drives you mad.
Yeah. And like, to be honest, I mean, Uncharted was a new idea from the developer. Like, it's not a new developer. They've made other games before.
Yeah.
Nothing quite like this.
No, the thing they were most known for before this was Jack and Daxter, right?
That's right.
So, 3D platformer to third-person shooter is a bit of a jump.
Yeah. Hey, and not only third-person action game, but also just a much different style. This is supposed to be a very cinematic type of game, whereas Jack and Dexter was just mascot action. So the first one was, yeah, a little on the rougher side, but it still works. It still works very well. It looks outstanding, especially for its time.
Yeah.
Even though, I still find personally that one of the most amusing things about Uncharted's whole advertising system about it being just like a movie is that it runs at 720p. So you think that like the premiere, this is how games should look game for the PlayStation 3 would be 1080, but no,
yeah.
Uncharted is only 720. But by the same token, it looks amazing for 720. So.
To be fair, I'm watching this on a not HD monitor, so.
Yeah, like, the recording of this Let's Play is definitely not even in 720, let alone 1080. I could have done it in 720, but yeah, I had a few guys try to load that, and holy shit, did it
yeah.
did it lag like hell for them? So.
Yeah, the file size would be about.
The file size. Oh yeah, the file size for just like the intro ended up being like a few hundred megs, and I know Fleed was commenting that it was basically a slideshow for him. So that's why you're getting Uncharted in not quite high def. Actually, what this is recorded, not recorded, but encoded into is a slightly lower bitrate, 720-ish. So it is definitely lower quality than what it would look like, but it is definitely reduced in order to make it not stupidly huge and quite laggy.
Yeah, it still looks fine.
Oh, it still looks great. And yeah,
Admittedly, I don't get extremely nitpicky about graphics anyway.
yeah, I don't either.
Oh boy.
Is
That is a grenade right in your lap.
yeah. Thankfully, I dodged it. Yeah, the aiming of the Magnum is just so wonky sometimes. I'm just trying to remember how far into the game this is now.
It said, I assume Chapter 11.
Yeah, it's a chapter 11. It's pretty close to halfway. So the style of not style, but basically how the game progresses will be changing a fair bit in a little. Probably not this update. Maybe the next one. Because it changes from being a lot of just progressing forward through the island to being more running around the same type of locations as you do different objectives. It's not free roaming because it's still level based.
Yeah.
But you'll start seeing like the same areas just through different angles as you go through multiple times.
Sort of like a Metroid game or something. Well, minus the free roaming.
Yeah, like it's in that in very broad strokes. Because the way it'll be is like you'll reach an area. There's only one path that you can take. So there's only one way that you can go. And then later on, you just happen to go back through that area. But instead of going the way that you were, with only having one way to go, you go a different way, and there's still only one way to go.
Rocks fall blocking off one path, but opening up another.
Stuff like that. It works very well because it makes a lot of sense for what the game is. It's not like they're just padding things out. It works well for the story.
It looked like that person, yeah, it looks like they're running off the ledges.
Yeah. That spawn for them probably could have been handled a little better.
And I first thought that was a glitch or something, because it looked fairly silly.
I think that was the last of them.
Maybe?
Well, the music changed, so
Okay, yeah.
I would give that to be a good indication.
Psych, there's one left and it kills you.
Yeah, that would make me sad. So that was only about half this update, folks.
Yay!
Like I said, it wasn't going to be most of it.
We clearly should have put an Umbaglo dies counter in the bottom right corner.
Yeah. I don't know, if someone wants to count that up, there's certainly You're certainly welcome to. They can be my guest. Because I didn't think about it when I was processing these videos, and I really have no interest in going back and doing that.
I'm assuming the little shiny things on the ground are just ammo.
Yeah, it's just guns.
Or guns.
Yeah. And there's the camera. Just wigging out. The camera is usually pretty good in this game. And
I've seen terrible camera games, so
Yeah.
this isn't too bad.
it is not the worst camera third-person shooter I've ever seen. Like, I've definitely
Sadly, I can't think of any right now, but I know there are worse ones.
You get here.
You really need to see this.
Now is really not the best time.
That's a very good question. How did she get there?
What are you
You
doing?
really need to watch this. Just
What?
and hello.
Dun dun dun.
He's alive.
However, did he
I'm
survive?
shocked.
I don't know, Nate. I mean, how much do you trust this guy?
Sprinkler system
Not
back of the
exactly like
car.
they're holding them at gunpoint.
I know. Yeah, it seems weird.
And there goes the boat.
But no, Sully's a lot of things, but he's not a backstabber. Which way were they headed?
At least not to
Northish.
Drake.
Yeah, towards the mountains.
Okay, it's gotta be the monastery. Let's go.
What if it turns out he's working with them?
We either rescue him, or we beat the crap out of him. Hell, I might just beat the crap out of him anyway.
Yep.
To be fair, I did think he died a bit early as far as from a story progression
Yeah.
standpoint goes.
Now, if I remember this area right, this upcoming area is fairly nice for grinding kills for one of the. Oh no, it's not this one, but it's coming up really soon. But there's one just like this where there's a spawn point and then the sniper rifle right next to it. So it's really good for grinding out the sniper rifle kills.
Are the achievements for the weapons different from their upgraded versions?
Yep. Because the upgraded ones are still technically different weapons.
Seems like it was the earlier days of trophies too, where
Yeah.
they were just having them to have them.
Yeah. It's very similar to how achievements first started with the 360 as well, where a lot of the earlier games with achievements were not quite sure how they should have gone. Now, Uncharted did learn from the predecessors. It learned from how things happened in the 360 world, so its achievements are actually fairly logical, and they're not a whole lot of just screw you or things that are just silly. So they make a lot of sense. It is a lot of do a lot of this thing, like get X kills with this weapon.
Yeah, fairly
Beat
standard.
the game. Beat the game on these difficulty levels. Fairly standard. Makes sense. Patterned a lot on Gamerscore. I think I mentioned one of the earlier updates as well.
How does something like this happen?
See those scorch marks?
Uh-huh.
Somebody packed this place with enough gunpowder to blow it wide open. Ooh. Watch where you step. Some of these boards are really falling.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't drop the camera.
I can't hold on! Give me your other hand!
Here comes her choice,
Let it go!
Damn it!
and she decides to drop the camera.
No!
There goes,
It might be okay. It might be okay.
There goes her scoop.
Oh, shit!
It's okay.
Now no one will believe her when she says that she's found El Dorado.
This is why you have a camera phone.
This is why you have a cameraman.
Oh no, he would have gotten shot at the beginning of the game if she had a cameraman. Or he'd be the comic relief.
Probably use that right about now. Geez, I'm trying to remember. She does have a cameraman in 2. And
Is he comic relief or does he die in the first act?
I don't remember. We'll find out in Uncharted 2.
Haha. Sneak.
Sneak, sneak,
Sneak, sneak, sneak, sneak, sneak. I'm sneaky.
sneak fail. And a lot of the achievements that are in the later Uncharted games are basically just throwbacks to the achievements in this one. Even if they may not have been the best ideas back then,
They decided to keep going with it.
They just keep going with it because that's the way it's been.
Like Gears of War constantly has one called Seriously, I believe it is, where it's doing something absolutely ridiculous in the game. Like, I think it's 10,000 kills, 100,000 kills, and then the third game was something like get all medals or something that required you to play the game for more than 100 hours.
Yeah, that's deserving of the name. So I mean, there's sets of achievements in the Uncharted games. That's the one, for example, is Steel Fist Master, which is so you shoot a guy enough that he's low enough health that you can kill him in one punch. And there's 2 sets of achievements for this. There's one to do 5 in a row, and then there's one for getting like 50 in total or something.
It's more jet ski time.
More jet ski time. Except this time I don't think there's shooting.
Aww.
Oh no, there's gotta be shooting. But it's mostly White River jet skiing. Yeah, so the challenge of this one is less about shooting things, although there are some death charges, but more about the fact that you are. So sometime in the last little bit, she lost her grenade launcher, which is sad.
I'm still wondering how she got up behind him. She's just sitting there waiting for all the guys to be dead.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. She let Drake take the hard way, doing all that parkour stuff, and she just went the other way, opened the door.
What a jerk!
Like, what were you thinking you were doing? You could have just gone this way and avoided it all.
And you know what? She lost her camera, so that is karma.
That's right.
Here's a question: Can a jet ski actually go up whitewater rapids like this?
In real life, yeah.
In real life,
Pretty sure yes.
oh, okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not a nautical expert.
I'm pretty sure that you could even muscle your way through these on like a canoe. So you should be able to do it with a powered jet ski. whether it will control this crazily is another matter.
He should have let her drive and him do the shooting.
Yeah, seriously. Like, why do we have to divide the labor this way if he's just going to complain about her accuracy? Or
Well, I mean, obviously he's the better shot here.
yeah, it's just like a camera.
Cameras don't have recoil.
Ah, minor things.
Okay, now can jet skis go uphill in Whitewater?
Possibly, as long as there's water. It can do anything, especially since Drake's driving.
Well, the next game, Uncharted 2040. You have a hover cycle.
There's the guy we were waiting for.
Grenade launcher.
Use the grenade launcher. Thankfully, though, the construction of this area makes it a little bit easier to get close enough to him to be able to see him.
Yeah.
That was quite the fall.
Another grenade launcher?
Yeah, another one down. Just about at the end of this segment too.
More jet ski.
Yeah. And also,
Now you're in a cave.
yeah, and also just about at the end of this update. So, thank you all for watching.